Welcome to Happy Wolf Art and episode 3 of Artistic Choices. The last episode was a little bit heavy on looking for mistakes in art, and that's part of what this series is about, but more. The series is just looking at art, learning from art, and sometimes that's just artistic choices, sometimes it's mistakes. But yeah, let's have a look at some of these Archie comics. These are from the 60s. This is a reprint issue that I have, and I want to point out a couple techniques that I have seen in Archie. So this laughter, the head is tilted completely back, the mouth takes up the better part of the face. This is used multiple times in this story in Archie, and here's another version of it right here. So it's a technique that some artists use. I've seen it outside of Archie also, but so that's something that you can put in your repertoire of things as far as expressions. Another thing here, Archie's getting shocked. Obviously, you see the staticky, pointy type of electricity. And if you look at his outline, the clothes, it's a wavy line, another way of expressing shock or energy passing through him. Here he's climbing up onto the top of the roof to adjust the antenna, and again he gets shocked. Here you notice that the shocking is a little bit more of a rounded, and then it goes to points as far as the outside. And then on his clothes, again, it's this wavy, shaky line. So two techniques that you can use to express shock, electricity, and the like. So let me find a couple more bookmarked pages. Surfing is notoriously difficult to draw. It's done actually pretty well in this storyboard game. What I noticed is coloration on this. If you see, the darker color is up front, lighter color in the background, and as an artist, one has to make choices about color. In this story, the color isn't consistent. So here there's a wave. You can see the wave right here. That's not a different color than the rest of the surrounding seas. And then down here in this version, there's a reversal. So the wave itself is a light color and the sea is a darker. So it's the opposite color pattern of here. So these are choices each individual artist make. I'm not sure why the artist chose that per se, but it's neither right nor wrong. It's just a choice. So this panel here, I really enjoy this panel. He couldn't stand up on the surfboard, so he ended up nailing shoes to the surfboard, which is a funny idea. This reminds me of like a snow jumper. As they fly down the mountain, they jump and catch air and lean forward. As far as surfing, the leaning forward would push the nose down, and he would purling as the nose going under. So theoretically, this doesn't work. Perhaps the artist doesn't know that, but regardless of that, it's actually a fun image, and I really like it. So. Alright, this next story is a drag race story. Here, or I take that back, this is not the drag racing story, this is another one. I've seen this in multiple comics. This is a scene or a view from behind, and the head is turned around at this impossible angle. In cartooning, you can get away with stuff like that, right? She's walking away from Veronica, they're talking, and her neck is turned around almost 180 degrees, but that's possible to do, and that's done a number of times in this collection of stories that I have here from the Archies from the 60s. So I have, I think, one more page bookmarked. Sorry, let me find this, and this, I'll end on this one. I don't know if you can notice anything about these feet. I'll zoom out if that helps. So the feet are nicely rendered as far as the cartooning, but the feet are actually put on the wrong legs. Yeah. So the right foot is on the left leg and vice versa. So that's an interesting little oversight by the artist, most likely accidental, just not really thinking about anatomy. But I've heard that there is I think it was in the 90s or early 2000s, it may have been Tucci, Billy Tucci. He did a six-finger woman or something like that. So it was either Graham Nolan or Billy Tucci. I'm not quite sure, but yeah, these things happen, and you get to drawing, and you sort of zone out, or you're in the zone, and you overlook some of these details. So these feet should be turned around, or else she would have toes on the outside of each foot if she stood up. So making her walk very strangely. But I'm a Betty person, so Veronica, maybe she does have these backwards feet. Who knows? Betty's the best anyway. So, anyways, that's the episode for this week. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you're interested, please hit a like or